Hey citizens, thanks for stopping by. For today's video, let's take a close and personal of this 2019 second facelift Ford Ranger. For the 2019 model year Ford Ranger here in the Philippine market, there are 8 trims that are available, and one trim that I'm going to review is the 2-liter single-turbo Wildtrak 4x2 mated to a 10-speed automatic gearbox. As always guys, this is going to be a full walk-around review of the Ford Ranger Wildtrak, showing you the most interesting features from the interior as well as the exterior. So, what are you waiting for? Let's sit back, relax, and
enjoy the show!
That's right.
Subscribe to his channel guys, comment down below and like, and don't forget to check Eliza Himatayan Facebook page. I love you guys so yeah.
Exactly. Since this Ranger has been facelifted for the second time, the Wildtrak 4x2 variant now uses the new 2-liter single-turbo diesel engine. The Wildtrak 4x4 and the Raptor uses the same 2-liter diesel engine, but it has equipped with a twin-turbo. While the XLT and the XLS utilizes the old ZSD 422 2.2-liter diesel engine producing 160 PS and 385 Nm of torque. Focusing on the 2-liter engine, this engine has featured with a dual overhead cams, 16-valve, and an inline 4-cylinder with common rail direct injection and Ford's new EcoBlue technology. Ang dami kasing tao na naghahangad ng mas malakas na makina sa ganitong category. Some people might expect that they want a more powerful and well-performed engine that they could get on the truck than the previous 3.2-liter 5-cylinder diesel engine from the pre-facelift and the first facelift, and a powerful V8 engine that you can get from the full-size F-150. Kung sa tingin nyo that the 2-liter engine, both single and twin-turbo, are quite small enough on this truck, or you might thinking this 2-liter engine is quite underpowered, mali kayo dyan! The 2-liter single-turbo Ranger Wildtrak 4x2 pumps out 180 PS at 3500 RPM and 420 Nm of torque between 1750 and 2500 RPM. The Bi-Turbo 4x4 Wildtrak and the topping range hardcore trim Raptor gets a maximum power output of 213 PS and a huge 500 Nm as its maximum torque output. See? Even the single-turbo Ranger Wildtrak 4x2, especially the Bi-Turbo 4x4 Wildtrak and the Raptor from a 2-liter diesel engine, is more powerful than the previous 3.2-liter in terms of maximum power and torque output, which makes a huge difference. Both 2-liter single and twin-turbo diesel engine and a 2.2-liter TDCI diesel engine having the same maximum fuel tank size of 80 liters with the Euro 4 compliant as its emission standard. This single-turbo 2-liter diesel engine can be coupled either to a 6-speed manual or a 10-speed automatic gearbox, while the Bi-Turbo 2-liter diesel engine can only be coupled to a 10-speed automatic gearbox, and the 2.2-liter TDCI turbo diesel engine can be coupled either to a manual or an automatic gearbox having the same 6-speed units. This Ranger Wildtrak 4x2 has a rear-wheel drive layout. The Ranger is now the latest mid-size pickup truck from Ford Motor Company that was now sold internationally. Between 1958 and 1960, the Ranger nameplate was originally first appeared as the base trim model carried under by the Edsel brand in a short period of time. After then, Ford developed the Ranger that denotes as the trim level packages of the Ford F-Series pickup trucks since the brand Edsel has discontinued. Started in 1983, Ford's Ranger was officially in a model range, serving as its own compact pickup truck replacing the Courier in North America. Furthermore, the Ford Courier was the rebadged version of the Mazda B1800 within the Mazda B series. For the global markets, the Ranger name was used that derives from the Mazda B series and BT50 pickup trucks from 1998 onwards that were sold for 3 generations. Between North American and global edition of the Ranger, they were not definitely identical between the two, because the North American has a different own platform that were developed by Ford, whereas the global edition adopts the Mazda B series platform. This current generation Ranger was firstly launched at the Australian International Motor Show in 2010 for the 2011 model year, having the codename T6. At this stage, Ford has the turn to develop the Ranger, whereas the Mazda adopts the platform of the T6 Ranger, serving as the second generation of the BT50 truck. The T6 Ranger was encountered 2 facelifts so far. The first facelift was introduced in 2015 for the 2016 model year, while the second facelift introduced in 2018 for the 2019 model year. What you see here is the second facelift 2019 Ranger. The overall design are literally the same, but it has some minor changes like the front and rear fascia, a push-button start and a smart key entry system now comes standard, a lightweight cargo tailgate, and some of the rest of new features as well. As the second time facelift of the T6 Ranger was introduced, the new generation Ranger has reincarnated for the North American market after an 8 years hiatus since the last generation was rolled off on the market since 2012. It now uses the same platform from the global market, but it has a different aspects throughout the interior, exterior, and engine details to meet the US regulations. The Ford Ranger is one of the best pickup trucks out there in the market. It is good for city and highway driving, and it is good for everyday runaround like when you go to work, or you will use it for your lifestyle activities like you're having an off-roading experience. We all witnessed that this T6 Ranger was commonly found in every roads, and many consumers wants the Ranger for their daily use. These smart tech features found on this Ranger are truly effective for all drivers out there. That's why Ford did a successful job for their products, including this T6 Ranger. In other words, nakakamangha talaga ang Ford Ranger sa paggamit pa lang in terms of reliability and advancements throughout the truck. The second facelift Ford Ranger was launched in the Philippines way back September 2018. 3 engines were offered for the Ranger are 2.2-liter ZSD422 diesel engine, the new 2-liter single-turbo diesel engine, and the new 2-liter bi-turbo diesel engine. Meanwhile, the available variants for the T6 Ranger are XLS 4x2, XLS 4x4, XLT 4x2, Wildtrak 4x2 with single turbo, and the topping range Wildtrak 4x4 with twin turbo. The Raptor series of the Ford Ranger T6 is going to be considered as the range-topping model in the Philippines, and as the name suggests, this truck was built by Ford Performance that cost less than a 2 million peso mark. Exterior features for the Ranger Wildtrak 4x2 are provided by automatic manual leveling HID headlights with daytime running lights, LED front fog lights, London Grey colored front grille, body colored front bumper, automatic rain sensing windshield wipers, indicators on the London Grey colored side mirrors with LED puddle lights, London Grey colored door handles, matte black finished side step boards with silver inserts, roof rails, front and rear mudguards, rear incandescent taillights, rear windshield defrosting, London Grey colored steel step rear bumper, high mount stop light, and front and rear parking sensors. As for safety, the Ranger Wildtrak 4x2 has featured with 6 airbags, anti-lock braking system with electronic brake force distribution, electronic stability program with traction control, hill start assist, ELR seatbelts in all seats with pretensioners in front, seatbelt warning, child-proof door locks for the rear seats, Isofix child seats and tether anchors for the rear seats, and an alarm system with immobilizer. An 18-inch, 6 twin-spoke, machine-finished alloy rims is what the Ranger Wildtrak utilizes. It is covered with Bridgestone Dweller HT tires that measures 265/60 R18. Brakes consist of front ventilated disc brakes and rear drums. Suspension-wise, the front gets double wishbones with coil springs and leaf springs out back. The approach, the departure, and the breakover angle of this Ranger Wildtrak are 29.4 degrees, 25 degrees, and 21.5 degrees respectively. 202mm is the total ground clearance of this Ranger Wildtrak. On its new facelift of the Ranger T6 for the second time, the Wildtrak trim now gets with the company's Smart Key Access system. As you keep the remote key on yourself, you will able to lock the truck by tapping the indentation on any of the 2 front door handles and grabbing the door handle to unlock the truck after waiting for a few moments of seconds. There are welcome lights as you unlock the truck, as well as by opening up either of any of the 4 door handles together with the tailgate. Speaker down there, little storage, as well as your bottle holder. Window controls, all four windows on this car are fully powered, while the driver's side window gets a fully automatic function in both directions. You do have your window lock as well. Right next to your interior door handle, you got your center locking buttons. You've got your headlight switch, and if you push this button right here in the middle of your headlight switch, it pops out a little knob. Therefore, this little knob right here controls you to adjust the leveling of your headlight. On the left, here's the button to turn off or on your front fog lights, while on the right side, these two buttons right here corresponds you to adjust the brightness at the interior at night. Here's the button to turn on or off the lights through your truck bed. This lever right here pops up your bonnet. I don't know if you can see it. Here is your Wildtrak door sills. Mirror controls. The driver's seat on this Ford Ranger Wildtrak gets a fully manual adjustments with your seat back, height, and your sliding position controls. You have the same adjustments as found on the driver's side. However, on the front passenger side, you don't have a seat height adjustment. The Ford Ranger Wildtrak gets a rack and pinion power steering system with electric assistance. This steering wheel was covered in leather with orange contrast stitching going around the inner rim. In addition, the steering wheel is featured with London grey accents in every spokes with your multifunction controls on both sides, and it is a 4-spoke design. With a 2-liter diesel engine for the Ranger Wildtrak having both single and twin turbocharged, this truck is featured with an amazing 10-speed automatic gearbox with sport sequential manual shifting via the positive and the negative sign via the toggle switches located on the left side of the gear lever that you can play around while driving. A reverse camera with active guidance lines, and all parking sensors are activated upon putting the gear into reverse. Right here you got your center armrest, which is lined in leather with your orange stitching on it, and underneath you have a massive amount of storage area with your cooling vent over here to cool things up. 2 cup holders, hand operated parking brake. This button turns off or on your traction control, this button right here turns off or on your differential locking, and this button right here turns off or on your parking sensors. Some more storage right here together with your USB integration. Another USB integration on the left side, while on the right side is your 12-volt power outlet. Standard for this Ranger Wildtrak is your dual-zone automatic climate control system with all these controls that you see here that are easily manipulated. Down below is the button to turn off or on your climate control system, your front defrost, maximum front defrost, rear defrost, automatic, air conditioning, maximum air conditioning, and your recirculation button. Above is your fan speed controls in the middle. Meanwhile, on the left side, it controls your driver's side temperature, while on the right side, controls your front passenger side temperature. The monitor of the air conditioning system for the Ford Ranger is going to be shown on the infotainment display. Now, on top of the air conditioning buttons, on the left is your volume knob and at the same time your power button. Got your eject button in the middle, flanked with seek track buttons, while on the right side is your tuning knob. Got your CD player on top, hazard switch. An 8-inch colored touchscreen infotainment audio head unit is standard for this Ranger Wildtrak. This infotainment audio head unit is featured with various media connectivity options, Sync 3, and 6 speakers for the sound system. Now, here's your screen itself, flanked with 2 air vents in the middle, your push button start, Very nice orange stitching in front of the dashboard. Wiper controls to the right and your indicator controls on the left. On the steering wheel, the left spoke houses your up, down, left, right, and your OK button in the middle. That controls on your multi-information display on the left. And down below, here are your controls for your cruise control. While on the right side, you have the same set of controls as found on the left spoke of the steering wheel with your up, down, left, right, and your OK button in the middle. That controls on the right side multi-information display within your instrument gauge. Is your controls for your audio system with your volume button, voice recognition, mute button, and your off hook and on hook button, and at the same time your seek track buttons. The steering wheel on this Ford Ranger Wildtrak gets a manual tilt only, adjusting using this lever right here. Grip handles located at the A-pillar for the driver's side, which helps you to support while getting in and out. Got your grip handle on top for the driver's side. Your sun visor with the vanity mirror and the light for the driver's side. Sunglass holder. Got your interior lights right above. And your manual dimming rearview mirror. Sun visor with the vanity mirror and the light as well. Your grip handle for the front passenger side, as well as your grip handle located at the A-pillar. The same on the driver's side. Again, this helps you to support while getting in and out of the car. Nicely sized glove box. Obviously, you have your Wildtrak embroidery for both driver and front passenger seats. Speaker down there, bottle holder and some little storage with the control. The rear seat back of this Ford Ranger can be fold down. Use this lever right here, just pull it. And then you can fold down the rear seats. And at the back of your seat back, you'll find some more storage right here, as well as your warning triangle. Well, obviously it has a jack as well, and I do believe it has toolkit. I'm going to leave the door open to invite more lighting. And at the same time, I'm going to turn on the lights. Well, I do set the driver's seat in a position that I feel comfortable in. I'm about 5'9", which is about 1.7 meters tall. I do have the room to stretch out my feet underneath of the driver's seat, which is quite nice. As for leg room, I have this much. While I have this much in terms of headroom. Well, obviously, the back seat of the Ford Ranger is quite spacious and really comfortable as well, thanks to its nice leather seats na parang komportable ka sa pagsakay mo, lalo na kapag long distance trip. At yeah, napakaganda siya at napakaluwag siya. Wala tayong problema dito kasi wala tayong issue sa sa space at comfortness ng Ford Ranger Wildtrak. Well, obviously, you have your storage pockets on the front seat backs. Got your home power outlet that has a maximum of 150 watts of power. It is a 230 volts. As well as your 12 volt power outlet. Grip handles on the ceiling. On both sides for the rear. Got your cabin light. And you have your two coat hooks found in the back. You have adjustable headrest, both front and rear. An easy lift tailgate is standard for both Wildtrak and Raptor grades for the 2019 Ranger. The tailgate's weight reduces up to 70% in order to close and open the gate effortlessly. Even a 5-year-old child with a height of 3 feet tall have the ability to close the gate by itself. This tailgate is super light thanks to its weight reduction that Ford did the job well done. The cargo bed measures 1,549mm, 1,560mm, and 511mm in length, width, and height respectively. Maximum payload is 1,120 kilograms, and 2,500 kilograms is the maximum towing capacity of this Ranger T6. A bed rails, a hoop sports bar, a bed liner, and an inner tie-down points is standard for this Wildtrak 4x2 trim. A spare tire is located underneath at the cargo bed. Well guys, I hope you enjoy of this full walk-around review of the 2019 Ford Ranger 2-liter Wildtrak 4x2. It is a single turbo rather, mated to a 10-speed automatic gearbox. If you like this video, make sure you hit thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now if you're subscribed to my channel, please hit the notification bell button to get notified for my latest updates. And don't forget, follow all of my social media platforms. As always, I'll see you next time with for more latest videos on YouTube. Thank you for watching and bye-bye guys.
I love Raptor International! Go, Mexico!
Power!
Payaman na!
Payaman!
Payaman!
Ganun talaga yung mga tao dito, no?